This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
I'm your host, Nahaja Black. It is a beautiful day here in the 242. I hope that you're doing well, taking care of yourself. Don't forget, though, this week has been Baja Retreats Spa Week. And I don't know if anyone has taken advantage of Spa Week before. And, there's a lot of things going on. And one of those things that I, love doing or need to do, sometimes you just need to get away and have a moment of zen, and you go and you quickly get that massage before all hell breaks loose. One of the great things I love about Baja Retreat is that the owners there are very strict on protocol. And so far as the experience, the feeling of safety, that is one of those things that I got to commend, commend the McKinseys for. They've been fantastic and taking care of their space and making you feel as if you're safe. The cleaning, the sanitizing, the separation of persons, appointment-based. You're not going to be in a crowd. Go ahead. The staff get their testing. And, of course, it would be great if you knew your status as well, too. But it's a wonderful thing, Spa Week at Baja Retreat. And, they're giving away. It's like $50 services or 50% off on many cases. But you can still get your gift certificates, and they're, I think they last up until the end of the month. So you can still benefit from them. The event is celebrated in the United States and Canada during April and October. And you got to sometimes just get yourself, before Mother's Day is coming, and you don't know what that status is, because we're going to be talking about COVID-19 today and tourism. We don't know what that status is, but maybe this is when you give that quick gift before things go crazy. Spa Retreat. They've got, I've set up to go and get a facial. I need one of those, right? Once you hit certain birthdays, once you start hitting certain birthdays, you notice you need to start doing maintenance, right? And that's where I'm at. I'm at an age now where maintenance is, it's mandatory. I'm not one of those wonderful people who will age gracefully. I figured that out already. So now I got to throw on cucumber on my face. I got to, take vitamins. Oh my God. Do you guys remember when only your parents used to take vitamins? Not when you were kids and you're doing the vitamin C and gummies. Nah. Like when your parents would put, like my mother, that's the weirdest thing. You don't drink nothing in my mother's fridge because whatever it is, it's a concoction, right? It's a mix of something. Water ain't water in her house. Water is orange juice and aloes, but you can't see the orange juice. So it's like a magic potion. And when you're getting older now, all of a sudden you put in the ginger inside the kettle. That's you now. That's you. You ain't that young no more. You starting to do these weird things your parents used to do. You know, when you're getting older, when you start addressing people who 50, you start saying stuff like, ain't that old? What? What? Pray tell? Y'all know. I remember when I thought 28 was dead. I thought 28 was dead. I thought 28 was when you start buying life insurance, right? Kids. Now you're forgetting stuff, but right next. I found myself asking my children to get me the remote. I am becoming my mother. Sweet Zari, come here, please. Get me the remote. Thanks. Now I need maintenance. Now I need assistance, and you're doing weird things your parents do. That's how you know you're getting older, man. That's how you know you're getting older, when you start doing things your parents would do and you're catching yourself. And, so that's the kind of day I'm living in. I'm noticing now, I'm asking, sweetie, you could go ahead in the fridge, and I could have done that. I won't lie, I could have done that. But then I hear myself, in the back of my mind, I'm hearing myself say, but Nahaja, why are you getting up now? You got children, let them go get it. What you got children for? Sounds just like my mother. So anyways, it's Friday, y'all. It's Friday. In my house, we have a song, right? And y'all need to pray for me because this is the song. And Kermit, my producer, please find a song for me, please. This is the Blacks Friday song. And y'all got it. Like I said, y'all notice my song. This is the song. So it's Friday, right? It's Friday. And you have to say it because you need to feel this moment, right? Kermit, you know that song? And it's a Friday evening. Bim, the people them tired of working. Huh? No? Nobody felt that one? That was my gig. I'm just totally feeling that song. Y'all petty. All right, everybody. Happy Friday to you. We've had we're gonna say not only your listen, we've had Saharan dust this week, okay? We had Saharan dust. Rose knows exactly how to make me feel good on a Friday. Rose say I look good as usual. Thanks, Rose. Saharan dust, y'all. Y'all know we're living in a different time when we got Saharan dust. Most of us can't find Sahara on a map, but we got the dust coming for us. So we had Saharan dust this week. Outside smelled a lot like poo today, this week. I'm gonna lie to you. The Saharan dust, I don't know if it was just me, but it smelled a lot like poo. But we digress. We've had interesting announcements or pronouncements by the government. I said on one of my Facebook pages that I really do believe some days that the government, the prime minister and his cabinet, they get together, they have a meeting, and they say, how best can we frustrate the Bahamian people today? How can we confuse you today? Some of these protocols were confusing, ladies and gentlemen. I was told that they weren't just confusing, the pronouncements weren't just confusing to us, but also for many who are in the civil service were confused by the pronouncements. We've had physicians who are confused by the pronouncements with regard to COVID and the new protocols. Vaccinated persons are free to roam the country. You are now free to fly about the island. I mean, come on. And the statement that, family islands, once they're taken care of, everybody else will worry about Nassau later. Fascinating. So we got that to talk about. My good friend T.N. Uri will be joining me. And then we also have joining us today, BNT, Bahamas National Trust Group. Quickly, we'll be talking about their branding and what they're up to, what they have been doing, because they've rebranded themselves. So we're going to be looking forward to them joining us on the show as well. And actually, they were to be on the show at this moment. But we got a live call-in show today, and I want to hear from you. I want to hear from everyone across the diaspora. What does it mean? We've had political groups. I think Lincoln Bain did a thing, just last night with Coy. I think there was a sufficient backlash going on and criticism of his, I think, of his character, and he needed to have that moment yesterday as the Coy leader to speak up and tell his story. And I wonder, do more politicians need to do that? Tell their story, get ahead of it. And also, Brave Davis is calling for a debate with Dr. Hubert Minnis, the most honorable Prime Minister, Dr. Hubert Minnis. The leader of the opposition, Brave Davis, wants to have a debate. So we've got a lot of stuff to discuss today. I'm excited to have these discussions. Don't forget now, it is a Friday. It is the beginning of the weekend. People, we are in a pandemic. One thing that we are learning as we go through this pandemic is that the challenges are growing and that we need to be very cautious and safe. I have all kinds of thoughts on the pronouncement by the Prime Minister in his address on Wednesday. But this week has been Natural Resources Week. Very intentional to have it this week as well, because at some point you've got to have it. And we've been doing very well with the shows that we put forward. And I couldn't let this week go without somehow squeezing in the folks from the Bahamas National Trust. And they have revamped, right? Y'all know BNT is in a fight right now, fighting for Lighthouse Point, wanting that deal with Disney to be done away with. And I think we have with us, I see him there, the executive director, Eric Carey, joining us, Elijah Sands also joining us on the show. So without further ado, let's welcome them on the show. Welcome. How you doing, Eric? I see him there, the executive director, Eric Carey. All right, we got a slight delay with Eric there. And then we have Elijah Sands. How are you guys? How are you?
I'm great. I'm not hearing any volume. I don't know what's happening.
We can hear you.
You can hear me well, though, Elijah.
Yes, I can.
Okay, excellent. And Eric, how are you?
I'm not sure what's happening. I can see you. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
We can hear you. Well, I guess you
I'm
can.
not sure what's happening.
All right. So in the meantime, let me have a chat with Elijah. Eric, we're going to come back to you. Elijah, welcome to the Hit Back.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here, and thank you for having us.
Listen, it's a pleasure to have you on the show. All right. Tell me a bit now about this new facelift and what BNT, Bahamas National Trust, has been up to in recent days.
Okay, so like you've mentioned, like you've seen, and a lot of people have seen at this point, we recently launched a new brand, a new logo, after 61 years of existence, very long time. So many people are very used to, the iconic and historic crest logo of the Bahamas National Trust. Yeah. Many people are used to that. And on April 14th, we finally came out with a new brand, a new logo, as you can see on my shirt, sorry. We're calling it the Natural Jewels. Very different look. The first thing you'll notice is it's very vibrant and very modern. So after celebrating 60 years, our diamond year, we thought this was a great time to celebrate something different, to renew our commitment to the environment, and to come back to the public with something new. And this has been a 2-year process. It's not something that we just came up with like a few months ago. We've been working very carefully and intentionally to plan this for the past 2 years. And as I keep up touching it outside, like I said, you'll see the logo is very vibrant and it's from specific shapes, and I can talk about those in a minute.
Yeah. I'm curious as to why there was a need. Why did you guys feel this time was the time to make that change? Eric, if you can hear us, join in on the conversation. You can unmute your mic if you can.
Yeah, can you guys hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hey, Nahaja, good to be back on your show.
Good to have you.
You know why now? This was the right time. We've been around for 60 years, and we wanted to take an inward look and see how we could reflect that outward. We got a lot of input, feedback from our constituents, from our members. We wanted to find something that reflected the Bahamas, that gave us a futuristic look, something that takes us into the next phase of our existence. And so changing the logo doesn't mean that we've changed our focus. We just wanted to come with something that was new and fresh and provide us with an opportunity for exploring some new creativity in this organization. And so we like how it came out. We've been getting very good feedback from a lot of people, especially a lot of young people, but also some of our older members have also expressed how much they love the new logo.
Yeah. I think it's actually a beautiful logo there. Wanting to get a sense, though, a logo is a logo, guys. A logo is a logo. It's an image. It is a branding tool. What is that branding message that you're trying to convey? I mean, for many, it is definitely a historic institution. There has been negative narratives also that has surrounded the BNT from some smaller sectors of activists who say, well, listen, the BNT has in some ways been purchased by those who aren't really interested in the natural resources. I wonder, that narrative is one that's real. Have you guys been concerned with that? And do you believe that all of this is a part of that messaging, that rebranding decision making?
So are we concerned about it? I don't think we're concerned about it. We're not worried by it because we're not worried by what's not true. It doesn't mean that we won't, if we hear people expressing things, that we won't try and address it, but we're not going to be demotivated because someone thinks that the BNT was bought out. Every environmental, not every, but any number of environmental organizations globally and locally who have worked with corporates, received funding, automatically triggers a certain degree of suspicion. Our gift acceptance policy is very, very clear. We do not accept a gift from anybody, whether it's $1, $100,000, $1 million, $10 million. We do not accept gifts if there is an expectation that we are going to compromise our standards, that we're going to not be able to speak our voice even if we disagree with you. We don't certainly accept gifts from certain sectors anyway, huge polluters, etc. Government can determine that they have any other number of avenues that they can take that funding. If they approve a project and say that there's $10 million in mitigation because there's an environmental impact that the government has accepted, then the government can determine how it dispenses with that funding. Whether that goes to the Bahamas Protected Area Fund, and then they make a determination as to how they use this mitigation funding, this offset funding. Ours is a country that we're always going to have some sort of development, and we're always going to have development that gets approved by the government. We create jobs. Not all of our developments are going to be small eco resorts. That's just the reality of how we've developed our country. Now, that doesn't mean we want to see this happen in all of the family islands, but wherever government determines it's going to allow a development with a certain type of impact, then the government has a system whereby it can determine what is the mitigation offset and what is going to be how they're going to assess the value of what would be lost from the environment's perspective, and then government can decide how they're going to offset that. If someone comes in and gets approved for a marina and takes out 5 acres of mangroves approved in a government project, government has within its discretion the ability to say to that developer, okay, we're approving this development in the interest of jobs and community enrichment, whatever. But as an offset, you're going to replant, 1,000 acres of mangroves, etc. Those are the types of decisions that get made. We don't make nor influence those type of decisions. But again, like in any organization that's been around as long as we have, there will certainly be a number of naysayers, and we listen and we respect their voice. But because we know that we don't compromise, we're not bothered by it, we're not worried by it, we're not going to let it set or change our agenda, just because we're focused on protecting the environment, managing these national parks, these national spaces for people to enjoy, especially Bahamians, but also visitors.
I love that. It was nice, and you made sure, Eric, that you gave me all of it. You made sure laid it out for me. Eric Carey, Elijah Sands here from the Bahamas National Trust. So now BNT has made this branding shift. Who's your target audience with this brand, and what is the message we're finally wanting to convey? Elijah, or?
Yeah, I can respond to that. So we have, the BNT is a membership-based organization. We value our members a lot. We have a lot of donors, a lot of supporters. So in terms of a target audience, we didn't only do this rebranding specifically to target a specific audience, but one of the goals, one of our aspirations, we hope that with this rebranding, we're able to attract more young people not just to the BNT, but to the environment and conservation in general. So as you kind of hinted earlier, and as you can see, like on social media and other forms of media, like the environmental movement in the Bahamas is growing for sure. There are more and more people who are now in tune with environmental issues. There are now more people speaking up about environmental issues and speaking up about conservation. Most of that you'll just see in the, like, you'll hear natural resources, but a lot of people are talking about the environment right now, especially a lot of young people. And not only are they talking about it, but there's a lot of young people who are leading environmental movements and have key roles in organizations and activist groups and other activities who are very young, and they're leading this field. So the young people are the future of the country, obviously. And so we hope to attract more young people to the BNT and get them aligned and get them in tune with the work that we do. We have existed for 60 years. So we're hoping that more young people are attracted to our brand and to our work and to our mission and want to take part.
Yeah, pardon me. I love the, honestly, I do really like the logo. I like the new logo quite a bit. It is refreshing. It does seem as if just a nice breeze there. Isn't as, it's iconic, the old one, but stodgy was the word that would come to mind, right? A little stodgy, right? Yeah. A little old man cigar kind of life. So I really do think that that's a fresh, look at Eric. Eric's like, what are you trying to say about me, right? Oh, Eric, you're not an old man. You can't be an old man with such a beautiful young wife. Tell your wife I said hello, by the way.
I will. I'm not old yet.
Well, now we're talking, okay, so this is where we are now. One of the areas that you guys have been addressing with a lot of force and vigor is Lighthouse Point. And I want to get your position on that. BNT is thinking, what are we, why are you so strong against it?
So just want to put it into perspective with respect to where we are regarding Lighthouse Point. So you would recall that the BNT was part of a coalition which had really been started and led by the Juana Luther Foundation to acquire the property. Juana Luther had been involved years before trying to acquire the property and were unsuccessful. The BNT got involved, and we had a benefactor who was very interested in putting significant funding towards acquiring the property. And we also had started talking to a couple of small sustainable resort type individuals to encourage them to be part of what we felt was a sustainable option for job creation at Lighthouse Point. So we presented our option to the government in hopes of influencing them not to approve the sale of the private property to Lighthouse Point. And it's very important because sometimes it gets confused amongst many of the advocates and certainly a lot of people internationally. They sometimes carry the view that the government sold the property, and that's absolutely not correct. It was private property, and by the time as we got involved and we attempted to make an offer, the land had already been under contract by the Disney Corporation. So government, in its wisdom, whatever, or lack of wisdom, made the determination that they would not block the sale of the property to Disney. So that's how the sale was able to proceed. Once the property sale was allowed, then Disney was allowed by the government to submit their proposal for the development of Lighthouse Point, their cruise port of Lighthouse Point. They have, as per government requirements, prepared a very comprehensive 600 plus pages EIA. Where are we as an organization? We are reviewing that EIA. Our science team, with input from some of our science advisors, are reviewing the EIA, and we will be submitting comments as per the prescribed process, prescribed in law in the new legislation that was advanced by Minister Ferreira, and with the creation of the Department of Environment and Planning and the Environmental Protection Act. these comments will be submitted. Government will then review all of the comments that are submitted by the BNT and others, and then government will make a determination as to whether or not they accept that the project can proceed with an acceptable level of environmental impact, or government will decide that the environmental impact is too high. And then that determines whether or not Disney's project proceeds. So we are following a prescribed process as per law in providing our comprehensive comments on the EIA. We have not completed the review. We will submit our findings, and at the appropriate time, we will make a public statement on our view of what was contained in the EIA, its quality, and whether we felt it followed the prescribed law and addressed the issues that are presented and prescribed in law.
Do you think, if you're just tuning in, Eric Carey, Bahamas National Trust Executive Director, joining us, as well as Elijah Sands, Senior Communications Officer for BNT as well. Do you think that this is a done deal? Many Bahamians think that this is a done deal, and what all that you're going through is really, I don't know what would be the appropriate word to use, but all of this is for naught, in essence, because the process is done. And many would ask, what's the point? What is the point? What is the point? Do you believe in this process difference?
As long as there's time, there's hope. And there is a lot of opposition to the development. Chris Maxey, the founder of the Island School, wrote a very passionate letter to Bob Iger, who is the president of the Disney Corporation, asking him, suggesting to him that, hey, here's an incredible opportunity for Disney to create a legacy national park there. So he's encouraging Disney to abandon their plans and create a legacy national park. That's what Chris Maxey has advanced. That would be phenomenal.
What would that
what
be?
is the chance of that? I don't know. Disney.
What is a legacy national? What is a legacy park? What is that?
Well, what he's suggesting is that if Disney were to abandon their plans, donate the land to conservation, it would be part of an incredible conservation legacy for Disney. So he's suggesting that, Disney is a company that has obviously a huge environmental footprint for all of their operations. They obviously have a huge carbon footprint anytime you're running a cruise ship. But Disney also has a Disney Wildlife Conservation Fund, which pumps millions of dollars into the environment. What Chris Maxey is advancing is that they have an opportunity to add to the legacy of their Disney Wildlife Conservation Fund by creating a national park, which will be part of their legacy. So that's what Maxey has advanced to Disney, suggesting that they abandon their plans and create a park. I don't know what the chance of that is that's happening, but again, as long as there's time, there's hope. Is it a done deal? It's not a done deal because the government still has to make a decision as to whether or not it will issue the certificate of environmental clearance. That is what is going to be determined after the process of review of the EIA, submission of the public comments, and addressing any issues that may be identified in those comments. And once they have all of the information that they think they need, then the Department of Environment and Planning makes a determination as to whether or not they will issue a certificate of environmental clearance. If that is done, if Disney does get a certificate of environmental clearance, then it is highly likely, very, very highly likely that they will proceed with their development and Lighthouse Point will be changed.
Will be changed forever. Eric Carey, Elijah Sands, guys, thank you so much for joining us on the show today. Folks, Elijah, before we go, let people know, how you wish for them to interact with you, website, membership really quickly.
Yeah, so definitely we post all of our information on social media. There's BNTs on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. You also visit our website at www.bnt.bs. One of the biggest things we encourage people to do, of course, is actually visit their national parks. As Eric hinted to earlier, these parks were not just created to protect species and spaces, they're also created to provide people with access to nature. And, to celebrate Earth Day, which was yesterday, we have a open house tomorrow on Saturday, all day from 9 to 4. Various national parks will be open around the country, including on the province. We love Primeval Forest and Bonefish Pond.
That's my forest.
Yes.
Yeah, bring that whole crew of children you had there a couple of weeks ago. Bring them back, let them run around.
Right. So you definitely come and explore some of your parks tomorrow. You can visit our Facebook to see which parks are opened on other islands and what activities we'll be having. And of course, we want people to always learn why they should become a member of the Bahamas National Trust and, what role they will play into ensuring that we, preserve our environment for the future. So again, visit our website, go over to the Get Involved page. You'll see everything about BNT membership, how you can become a member. It's only $30 a year for individuals, $50 for a family. And it does benefits to membership, including free admission to national parks and discounts at certain stores and other properties in other countries. But of course, your membership is an investment into the natural environment that we so depend on.
Yeah, that's excellent stuff. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you for having us. We love your show, absolutely. We feel honored.
I appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
All right.
Take care. Bye.
You're listening to the Hit Back with Nahaja Black. When we come back, my good friend C.A. Nuri joins us. Support your national parks, man. Primeval Forest is fantastic. It's the one that's out Sandy Port. I saw the biggest mahogany tree natively I've ever seen. And that was pretty impressive. But actually beyond that, in Primeval Forest, the amount of sinkholes, right? And history. I found that we actually have a tree that could apparently make coffee, but it would end up being like a coffee tea. It isn't as strong, but native to us. It's like a coffee tree. But it's not a pod. It's not like coffee beans. It's very interesting, fascinating stuff. And so it was just a gorgeous experience. I must say, I had a great time at Primeval Forest. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, my good friend C.A. Nuri, we're going to be talking about the COVID, walking the line, COVID and tourism. What's going on? As someone who works in tourism himself, we got stories to tell so far. What are you saying to the new protocols that the Prime Minister's presented? It's a live call-in. We want to hear from you. And also, not the shanty towns, the unlawful homes being broken down, but we're discussing a housing crisis in Abaco. There's also a housing crisis in Grand Bahama. And finally, Brave Davis wishes to have a debate. Ladies and gentlemen, I consider that a big deal. A leader of a political party, a major political party, wishes to have a debate. I say let's not stuff our noses. Let's see if the Prime Minister is going to pop his collar and accept the challenge. You're listening to the Hit Back with Nahaja Black. We'll be back right after.
Now you're pumped. You gotta get ready.
Girl, Junior just showed me Bella Boy on his phone.
What you mean? He take picture of that good for nothing boy?
Shh, you don't want Bella hair. You say that. She always say that's my good child.
So what he doing in Junior phone?
Oh, he there because the police looking for him. He on their wanted list.
Wanted persons in your phone now?
Yes, child. And when police want to find anybody quick, after something happen, they can send picture direct to your phone. Go to Google Play or App Store and search for Crack Crime Bahamas. Then pick install and it will go straight to your phone.
There is also a section on missing persons?
Yes, girl. Everybody needs to get this app so police can tell us right away when these people go missing. Just like an alert system.
Yes, it has numbers for Crime Stoppers Bahamas so you can call and nobody knows it's you. Call directly to Miami and give the information without giving your name or anything about you. I tried the other day and when I hear Junior and his boys talking about where they hide those guns, I walk quick round the corner and call that number.
Call 328-8477 from Nassau or 242-300-8477 from the Family Islands.
When I had got prostate cancer, my family didn't know if I was going to live. At Cancer Treatment Centers of America, within days, I got an appointment. They presented me with treatment options, and we set up a robotic prostatectomy. When my scans came back, there are no signs of cancer. They don't see you as a number, they see you as a part of the family. I'm going on with my life. That's a real gift.
Call us at Cancer Treatment Centers of America.
For the past 33 years, Great Commission Ministries has been defending the poor and hurting, feeding the hungry, and sheltering the homeless. We invite you to support our Live to Give program and make a difference in these challenging times. Become a donor by giving a one-time annual gift or a monthly donation of $50 or $100. Call Great Commission Ministries at 325-5801 for more details, or visit our headquarters at 237 Wolf Road. Join Live to Give today. This public service announcement is proudly sponsored by this radio station.
This a Friday evening, boom, the people them tired of working. Lord, them hear the disco playing, boom, it make them feel like dancing. Ain't no summer set, Brita will be greater with the disco operator. 5-double-18 and a 6-tweeter. This a DJ talk sweeter. See Lord, them just up with the echo chamber. Watch your man, play the play. I them on tear off the game. Them want to step it with them can't sit down and play. Oh Lord, play 45, let's keep them alive. Play this comic, they want to jump and play. Oh, when we play LP, say them really love me. They want to jump and scream, but this a dance and a free. This a Friday evening, boom, the people them tired of working.
Oh, this is the best song ever. It's a Friday evening, Bim. My good friend C.A. Nuri joining me on the show. What's up, buddy? You got, you get like old people. What's up?
I'm just praying that I have good internet and that people can hear me today.
Yeah, no, you're good. And your audio is good today, my friend. You ain't like,
I'm impressed with that, so we should go.
We should go. We got to do this. It's Friday, man. It's Friday. We are COVIDity, in terms of the country. I don't know what's going on. We got a big show. I need all of your commentary. But before we go further, before we do anything else, C.A. Nuri, right? And I don't know who's trying to call me during the show. It's got to be my mommy. It's got to be my mommy. Only my mommy is calling me during the show. That was mommy. Anyways, my mother's the only person who don't know I have a show from 4 to 6, and she's calling. I'm so proud of you. You know what time my show is? No, don't worry about that. We digress. Cecil.
Hey.
I need to bring this to head now. I've had people mention, my boy, that you, my friend, you've been out and about. You've been radio creeping. Yeah?
Out and about doing what exactly?
You talk show creeping on the hit back. And you ain't creeping like different island creeping. You creeping on the same station. You a blatant creeper. And this ain't I know COVID. I hear COVID lockdown and COVID stuff is be going on, but this is uncalled for. I thought we had a relationship here.
Pray for us Bahamian men. But I'm faithful. I am faithful to Guardian, and I haven't left Guardian at all.
You're faithful to Guardian. You're faithful to me. You're faithful to the hit bag. You're faithful to Guardian. Well, it's good to know. It's good to know, okay?
Today I shall be on 3 different shows on Guardian, so I'm privileged. Ain't long now. That's what I said. That's what the Bunky Tail said. Ain't long now.
Ain't long now. Don't watch nothing. Don't catch nothing. I ain't watching nothing. Okay, I was watching a little something, but I tell you, we got some people who watching, boy. They say, Nahaja, I don't know if you know. Someone sent me a message.
All over the place like bad money.
Say, I don't know if you know, Nahaja. But CA creeping on you. CA all over the place. He creeping in the morning with Aaron. He's creep late at night after my show. You saucy. You saucy. You saucy.
Pray for me and forgive me. That's all I can say. Pray for me that I change.
I can pray for you. I can pray for you. There's some things in the air, but I can just let you go. I can let you go to God.
No, but I home now. Where is? I is home.
He's a Bahamian man for sure. And now you want to say I should be grateful, eh? Be thankful. Oh, look where I is.
What you need to do is go cook.
But I come home.
You need to go cook.
Good to have you, buddy. You're missed. It's good to have you on the show.
It's been a while. It's really good to be here.
It's been too long, man. Listen, we are now in a continuing saga, right? Continuing saga of, oh Lord, it's like it's a never-ending story, right? A never-ending story of COVID protocols, decision-making, etc. Let's go to the big decision made recently, stated in the House, that, listen, if you are vaccinated, you are free to move around the country, right? If you're vaccinated, man, this is powerful, right? If you're vaccinated, you are free to roam around the country, but you still got to mask up and you still got to social distance. So I don't really know if that's what free means, but that's, I guess, because that was what was going on anyway, but freer. So I guess that means
freedom.
Say again?
That's a different type of freedom. That's like the plantation work over and I'm free to go home.
Got it. Okay, but that's free to go home. So let me ask you this. Did we get any confirmation on if, okay, just sit in my head. So that means that curfew doesn't, if I'm vaccinated, curfew don't mean nothing to me. There's no curfew for me.
No, you got to be in by 10.
But I thought it was different rules. I thought we were free.
No, you're free to travel.
Okay, that's it.
That's it. But in that restriction, in that confinement, that bonded.
Got it. Okay, but I could go to Family Islands and I don't have to pay for the health visa.
No. But lockdown starts at 10 o'clock still there.
Okay. All right. Or depending on which island, it might be different, right? Okay. Yeah. But I'm free. All right. And guests, once vaccinated, they are free to roam around the country. Right?
At any time. At any time.
Right.
Anywhere.
But they have a curfew, though. They have a curfew.
No curfew for them.
They have a curfew, man.
No curfew for them.
They're free to move around the country, but because they're vaccinated. And apparently vaccines mean that we are all good to go, right? Vaccines apparently mean that we don't transmit, we don't catch, we golden, apparently, right?
Yes.
Okay. But why are the doctors so concerned about it, though?
Because they know you can catch it still. You have a chance. But in truth, in all seriousness, I understand what the Prime Minister is trying to do. He's trying to bring some normalcy to the whole scenario. And the problem is it just don't make any sense. And this is why it's causing angst and frustration amongst the Bahamian people. Now, we want some freedoms, some liberties, right? But we just don't understand exactly what is it that he's trying to do. What is the freedom that I am obtaining? The restrictions are still there, and the idea that you're saying that guests, visitors, can come into the country with a vaccine and have more liberties than Bahamians. It causes angst. It's caused angst, and people aren't happy. The only thing I expect next is when the Prime Minister will announce that he makes it mandatory for everyone to take the vaccine. I expect that in the immediate future.
Well, I mean, listen, what is being done, maybe that is the push towards us getting the vaccine, right? Saying that you have such liberties once you're vaccinated. However, the concern with the vaccine is that, yes, listen, it is if with herd immunity, right? It isn't a cure. The vaccine is not a cure, right? It does not inoculate you, all of us, for this thing. It is once we come together, having a form of herd immunity, then we're better off, right? That the country in and of itself has a vaccine, it can work.
It's foreign to us to understand because I'm still trying to understand what makes this a vaccine in contrast to the MMR, where I know I can't catch none of those, right?
Well, again, all of those things all of these things work together along with us agreeing as a construct, as us as a people, as we as a people agreeing that the MMR is important for us all to take. This is some things as children we have to take. Measles isn't gone. And we've seen more occurrences of measles in 2021. In 2020. Well, supposedly, if there's sufficient people not vaccinated, that leaves you open to catching it. Yes. And so that there is that possibility. And that's how vaccines go. There's a need for that herd immunity. However, the vaccines are important. They help us. If more of us take them, and the government still hasn't dealt with the issue of the hesitancy of Bahamians taking the vaccine, the concern where Bahamians really do believe that they will die from this vaccine. Man, I've gotten stories that you're going to be dead in 2 years. Every person who takes this will be dead in 2 years.
Definitely petrified.
Yeah, and so that's, look, I don't know. The first thing is, my concern is we are in a third wave, CA. We're in a third wave. There's no doubt about the third wave. We are in a third wave. 600 odd cases. I think we've categorized, sorry, and I have the data and I'll pull it up on my, just to make sure. Let me take that back. But about that, in a certain number over the short period of time, and I will pull up the graph and everything for us to talk about in the next side of the break. But we're talking about escalating numbers. We're talking about foreigners bringing in the virus, and we're talking about as if, okay, if you're vaccinated, all of a sudden you should be, we're all immune. If you're vaccinated, you can still contract it, but you won't be as sick. That's all we keep hearing about the vaccine. So if I can still contract it and I'm not going to be as sick, can I still spread it? And what happens to the majority of people who don't have and who haven't taken the vaccine? So that is very concerning to me, these mandates. And I was told that tourism, a lot of folks within tourism were surprised by the mandate itself.
But I want to ask you this: when you say not as sick, what does that mean? If I have comorbidities, morbidities, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I catch COVID again after I have the vaccine, are you saying that more than likely I should be okay, despite hypertension and whatever issues I may have?
Well, what they're saying is that based on what the data shows is that it will reduce hospitalizations in the 90th percentile. So, okay. And I think that's something worth to keep reiterating if the data says that it's the case. You know what I mean? We are concerned about certain things like blood clots and whatnot. There are concerns. We haven't heard any data coming from us locally on this, even though I don't know how we got so special, considering when COVID first started, all we keep hearing about was our comorbidities and how susceptible we are to death. But all of a sudden, we aren't nowhere near any data on us having issues with blood clots. But I digress. That ain't, apparently we special in that area where we ain't having none of that issue. Not one. No side effects, no nothing reported. We okay. But we was dying before, but again, I digress. So, there are concerns with this whole thing, this whole storyline of what is allowed, what is going to be done, and guests being able to continually walk around. I feel like we're going back to July with some of these decisions. And I feel like you mentioned, I feel for the Prime Minister, and that to a certain degree, I feel for him to a certain degree, that they're just trying to get money back in the coffers. But somehow the money in the coffers always seems to have us as the Bahamian on the short end of the stick. The money, there's a bartering, lives or cash, right? Bahamians, cash. And I don't think the Prime Minister wants us to be sick, but I'm sure that he's challenged, but okay, but we got to have a pull and a push and pull.
It's definitely a compromise. And I understand the magnitude what the Prime Minister is going through. The idea is he will not close back our economy anymore. If we get 1,000, I just don't see it. I believe that we are at a precipice right now, and whereas we go in full throttle no matter what.
Yeah.
And
my thing is, go ahead.
And you see it within their decisions. You see every day he liberalizes us more, and despite the increase, like everyone said, they're concerned. And there has been no discussion of any possible restrictions added to us. So I think that tourism is open for good. I think that the economy is open.
To what end? To what end, CA? Tourism being open for good? To what end, boy? That's a tough one.
And in our survival. What we know so far about this COVID, we know that I think it's about 9,000 persons who had COVID in the Bahamas.
Almost 10.
Number.
Almost 10.
Out of the 10,000 people who had COVID, and we know that number is even more expansive because some people
that's what we have.
We had how many deaths? 20, 25?
200. What you talking about?
200 deaths? I tell you,
196.
Okay, 200 deaths out of 10,000, right?
Yeah.
You're doing pretty well. That's my point. We're doing pretty well.
But tell it to the 200 people who are no longer with us. But hold that thought. We got to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to be discussing a bit more COVID and tourism, the thin line. We'll be back after this.
Got to pay back. Revenge. I'm mad.
Imagine. That's where every advancement begins, with an idea that things can be different, better. Now, imagine a world where your entertainment experience was all about you, your style, your show, at your budget. At Rev, that's what we've imagined. To join the conversation and learn more about the future of Rev TV, visit us at rev.bs/imagine.
It's Spa Week, we got what you need. Sit back, relax, and come in for a treat.
It's Spa Week at Baja Retreat. Come see your favorite massage therapist for a well-deserved treat. We'll help you unwind and release the stress of that busy work week. Call or WhatsApp us today to make your appointment. So join us April 19th to the 24th for Spa Week at Baja Retreat.
We will go the extra mile at Baja Retreat Spa.
Tired of banks forcing you to use technology to bank the way they want you to? Your convenience is important. So no matter what your banking needs, Commonwealth Bank's friendly staff are always available in branch for that personal one-on-one service. But when you choose technology, our online and mobile banking app offers you state-of-the-art functionality. The choice is yours. Commonwealth Bank. Bank the way you want.
For the past 33 years, Great Commission Ministries has been defending the poor and hurting, feeding the hungry, and sheltering the homeless. We invite you to support our Live to Give program and make a difference in these challenging times. Become a donor by giving a one-time annual gift or a monthly donation of $50 or $100. Call Great Commission Ministries at 325-5801 for more details. Or visit our headquarters at 237 Wolf Road. Join Live to Give today. This public service announcement is proudly sponsored by this radio station.
Hey! Got to pay back. Revenge.
And we're back. You're listening to the Hit Back with Nahaja Black. I've got my good friend C.A. Nuri joining me. C.A., before we move on, I've got a giveaway. It's Spa Week. I don't know. Did your wife go into Spa Week? Listen, man, it's Spa Week. This is the last week. This is the last day of Spa. No, actually, I lied. Tomorrow's the last day of Spa Week. And I have something to give away, right? Okay, so let me make sure I name what I have correctly so I don't, go and embarrass myself. I got a Swedish massage. I got a bamboo fusion massage and an Eminence organic signature facial. One of each. Woo! They even got a charcoal detox pedicure. Somebody foot need it. Somebody feet need it. I can feel it in the spirit. If your feet need charcoal to detox you, then ladies and gentlemen, this is the show for you. Cecil, I feel like your hard heel could use a detox.
My feet is already charcoal.
That's a good point. That's a good point. All right. So we got a giveaway here. If you are, now this is what I want you to do. I want you to call in. And I want you to tell me, what is Spa Week? What is Spa Week? How is it recognized for you to get a Swedish massage? I want you to give us a call. I want you to tell us about What is Spa Week? If you want a Swedish massage giveaway for Spa Week, I want you to give us a call, 323-6232, 323-6232, or 323. Man, listen, Kermit, I can't remember the rest of the numbers. So call 323-6232. Kermit, please send me in the chat the rest of the numbers. What is Spa Week? I want to give away Spa Week. Baja Retreat is giving away a Swedish massage, and then we have a charcoal, pedicure, detox pedicure. And I want you to tell me why your feet need charcoal. That's what I want to hear, right? Because I think some people need to just be honest and say why your feet need some charcoal detoxification, right? This is the season now. You got to get that spirit out. Get that COVIDity spirit out. Get it out. Get some sun in you, right? And get some charcoal on those feet. But if you want a Swedish massage, give us a call. Tell me, the first person to give us a call, tell us a bit about this, what is Baja Retreat? The numbers are 323, Baja Retreat Spa Week, 323-6232, 325-4316, or 325-4529. Come on now. Let us know so that you can win a free Swedish massage. This is a giveaway. We got a caller on the line. Caller, you're on the hit back. Welcome. Hello, you're on the air. Okay, is it just me, Cecil? Can you hear them? I can't hear anything. Caller, you're on the air. Okay, can't hear the caller. All right. Try it again. 323-6232, 325-4316. Okay, let's try it again. Caller, you're on the show. Welcome.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm great.
All right. Tell me now, you want a Swedish massage? You want a Swedish massage, or you want a charcoal detoxifier?
I would take a Swedish massage. I need it.
All right. Tell me now, my darling, about Spa Week. What is it? What is Spa Week? Give me a bit of the history of it.
I'll call that.
Okay, 323-6232, 325-4316, or 325-4529. That was something. She thought she had it, Cecil. She thought it was just a call in. Caller, you're on the hit back. Welcome.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yes. So Star Week, they do this every year where they offer discounted prices to their loyal customers. And I know about it just because Baja Retreat always advertises it, and they give you special rates so that you can come and experience the different services that they have. And this is worldwide.
Wow, there you go. Ladies, my dear, you have just won yourself a Swedish massage. Listen, I feel so one. You ready to go get your massage, my love?
I am ready. Listen, and Baja Retreat is awesome because I've done one a few years ago, and I drove there. I needed somebody to drive me home, and I was done. That's how the last I went.
Listen, you and I might buck up into each other both, but actually I don't think that's COVID safe. But nonetheless, I'll tell you what, I'm happy you got it because I am getting mine. First thing next week, I'm getting mine. This is it. I got my discounted card. Listen, don't hang up. Producer's going to get your name and number so that we can get you your Swedish massage. Thank you so much for calling. What's your name, love?
Hello?
Yeah. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Letitia.
Letitia, congratulations.
Thank you, Letitia Price.
All right, hold on. The producer's going to get your information. Okay, that's one down, CA. That's one down. Now, are you ready for a charcoal giveaway?
Yeah, man, I'm excited to find out who to get their feet blackened. So that's a good thing.
I'm excited too. Okay, so if you want a charcoal detox pedicure, I want you to give us a call. And I want you to tell us, for this charcoal detox pedicure, I want to get from you, ladies and gentlemen, the best story you could give on why your feet need this sort of extensive attention. Now, Cecil has ashy feet. And so we gather that the charcoal, they would have scraped it from his heel to make the charcoal to detox his feet. So it's just a very fascinating thing. 323-6232, 325-4316, 325-4529. And then I got a giveaway for a teacher. I want any one of my teachers on the front line. You know, we should probably say Cecil from one of them schools where the students got COVID, and we found us just to give them a reprieve. We should probably do it from one of them, from one of those schools.
I like that, actually. I like that.
I think it's a good idea. I really do think it's a good idea. 323-6232, 325-4316, or 325-4529. Why does your feet need this charcoal detox? Tell the story, get the detox. All right, CA. And we also have one more we're going to give to, I think it's a fusion. It's a bamboo fusion. Let me make sure I have that down right. This one for the teachers, the bamboo fusion massage. Now, this bamboo fusion massage by Baja Retreat is, and it's an exciting one. You know, they actually use bamboo, right? And you ain't getting beat with it. So that's what I consider a good thing.
I'm listening.
All right. So we have now, let's move into the next, and I don't know why, Cecil, you have a lot of echo, so we'll try to resolve that. Let's talk about it, CA. My good friend, and congratulations to Letitia Bryce, who won that Swedish massage. I think we got somebody who's ready to tell us exactly why their feet could use this charcoal detoxing. Welcome, you're on the Hit Back.
Hi, hello.
How are you?
I'm a teacher. I was calling for the teacher one. Is that gone?
You eager? She jumped the gun. I like you already. What school? Which school?
Stapleton School.
Stapleton. Okay. How long you been teaching?
11 years.
Oh, yeah, you stressed right out. Right out. Okay. Well, you know what? I will gladly support you with this bamboo fusion massage.
Woo!
Wait, don't get too excited yet. You got to sing the school song. There you go.
Oh, why you do that to me? We don't have no school song.
Listen.
We don't have no school song.
You don't have a school song?
No.
Well, that's embarrassing. Okay. Hold on. We can come up with something. Hold on. See, so they don't have a school song. So maybe they have okay, hold on. I got to come up with something. CA, give me something.
We have
she got to do something now. She's a teacher. She got to work it out.
Every school has a school chair. So let's see, maybe a school chair.
We don't have a school chair either. We have a school prayer.
I like prayer. I like praying.
Okay.
We can hear this prayer then.
That's great, right? Does the prayer do like a hymnal prayer? Like, it doesn't have a little hum to it?
It's just a dear Lord, you have kept us safe. We begin this day knowing that we have lots to do. Please keep us here at Stapleton School safe. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Now, if you want me to sing, I can sing any song for you.
I mean, you know what? I feel like you should sing me one. Sing me your favorite song. That was too easy.
Right. I got this feeling inside my bones. It's so electric. Okay, that's enough now.
We were just getting into it. Congratulations. You just won a bamboo fusion massage from Baja Retreat. Congratulations.
Great. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Stay on the line. What's your name?
Okay. Okay. Alondra Russell.
Miss Russell, congratulations. Yes. Child, every teacher needs it. Every teacher needs it. So stay on the line. My producer will get your number and we will hook you up. Well, okay. I mean, they had a school prayer. I wasn't ready for this. I didn't know. Stapleton School only got a prayer, but I like prayer.
But Miss Russell has a good singing voice. I was moved. I started to sway, and she just stopped.
I felt that, and she just stopped. She had it, and the song was good.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a good pick-me-up song. They should consider that. They should keep that. So Letitia Bryce won the Swedish massage. And then we have Miss Russell, who won the bamboo fusion massage. But we ain't had nobody call yet to discuss them wanting the charcoal detox pedicure. And I would think that there's some folks who would want that pedicure, CA. I feel like there are people who should gladly run to that pedicure.
Perhaps we need to give it away to a male. That would be.
What are you trying to say about men and feet? What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? What are you trying to say? Okay, brothers, you know what?
Yeah. How would brother call it?
Brother, call in. If your feet need some love, come on. This is a free giveaway. 323. If you are a spouse and you know your spouse's feet need love, 323-6232. And it sounds very refreshing. I think pedicures are amazing. I actually, the fact that people do deal with other people's feet, that's a ministry. That's a ministry. I ain't gonna lie, that's a ministry. 323-6232, 325-4316, or 325-4529. Baja Retreat, y'all, is doing its spa week. And today, the 24th, it's get your gift certificates, get your package, give it to your mother and whatnot for Mother's Day upcoming. They have a lot of safety protocols, very impressed with their safety protocols. You can go in feeling very assured that you are in a safe space and that you can get the relaxation that you need. We have two more gifts to give away, but we'll do that on the other side of the break. CA, all right, something here that I wanted to show you, right? That we, looking at it, this is where we are today, right? We have COVID-19, and this is a wonderful data set done by Alexander Hanna, right? This is the latest data set provided to me today from yesterday, April 22nd. Yesterday, the total was 50 new cases, right? 50 new cases. We have a total of 9,976 positive cases, a positivity rate of 13%, right? That's pretty high. We have 196 deaths, 492 active cases. We have recovered. We're 92% recovered, right? So far, we have 21,000 people. More than 21,000 people have received vaccinations. This is where it gets interesting, though. In the 14 days, the past 14-day total, New Providence is seeing 457 new cases for the last 14 days. That's a big deal, right? In the last 14 days, we've seen 457 new cases in New Providence alone. Grand Bahama, 89. Abaco, 18. Eleuthera, 9. Exuma, 9. Bimini, 8. Andra, 7. Berry Islands, 2. Long Island, 1. Acklands, 1. Right? Total amount of new cases in the past 14 days. 601 new cases in the last 14 days. That should be very concerning to us. And when we talk about tests today, meaning yesterday, positive tests were 50, right? Negative tests. And so the positive percentage for the last 14 days, 12.56%, right? And we had, of course, if you just heard in the news, we had 2 deaths, one a 37-year-old and female from New Providence, and then a 90-year-old male. So again, our condolences, or not again, but our condolences to those persons who have lost their lives due to COVID. And, to the families who are mourning. 37 is pretty young. That's not an old age. Oh my God. And that's reality, right? CA, 37 isn't old, right? It's a young person. And so we have these cases right now, 49 hospitalized. And all of that, right, to say this. Looking at the numbers and the data, we can't help but be concerned. And I think it's important that we don't try to rationalize away the impact of COVID-19. We don't, my concern is that we try to so much make the narrative fit our belief system. All right, I don't believe in COVID. COVID is real, or it ain't real. It's a setup by the state or the ward or whatever. Look, the reality is it's real. We've lost 196 persons. That's from what we know. This information that we have here, Cecil, is based on data that we know about. But we know that many people take rapid antigen tests and then don't take PCR tests, right? So where is the rapid antigen test numbers? How many people within the community have it, right? I know of family members today who work in the hotels have contracted COVID-19, right? This is a part of the importance of it is that we can't just be loose. The Prime Minister cannot promise to not lock down again. You hear physicians today, Cecil, you get in the papers today, in the Guardian today, there was an article with, and we got a mail for detox. Oh, look at God. We got to get that. Caller. Don't watch that and keep him on the line. Caller, don't hang up. I want to hear your story. We have got this level of angst about the vaccine and whether it's right or not, and Bill Gates, whatever we feel and how we feel about it. Reality is we don't know how serious this COVID matter is in our country. Physicians say they know. Physicians telling me all the time that they know. Nurses are concerned, saying that, listen, there's not enough space. We're rimming over already. We've seen this story before, CA. We've seen this before. We know the story. And so the promise of we ain't gonna get locked down, I ain't feeling too confident on that one, because as long as the hospitals can't keep up and can't cope, what's gonna have to happen? We're gonna get locked down. So is this the time to get willingness? Is this the time to open the floodgates, or to show more caution? And we spent millions, hundreds of millions of dollars, but we haven't increased the hospital capacity. So all of these things concern me. And I want to get your thoughts real quick.
I am concerned. I'm still practicing social distancing. I'm still wearing my mask. I make sure I'm home at 10 o'clock. I don't go in any kind of crowded space. I definitely don't go into any restaurants. I don't check into hotels, no bars or anything like that, because my health is very important to me. My health is very important to the family. I understand the liberties that the Prime Minister is trying to do and the tightrope he's doing. But I just don't see us having another lockdown, despite your concerns about increase. The Minister of Health mentioned that we have sufficient beds, but it's now up to us. Yes, we do have sufficient beds. And he went and gave detail about Doctors Hospital in Princess Margaret and the clinic on South Beach. So I am confident with his information. So this is we're at a time now, perhaps we need to hire more COVID police. Perhaps we need to do more law enforcement. Perhaps we need more monitoring. So sometimes there is a point where if we're unable to police ourselves, we need people to police us. So this is where I think our government needs to invest some additional funds in by having more manpower on the streets, more manpower at the beach. I know we have the COVID police are in districts. Perhaps we need more COVID cars patrolling.
Yeah. I don't know. Are you serious? I don't know. Are you serious?
But we need to do something. And that's actually a plan.
Yeah, well, that's something. You're right on that. That's actually something. I don't know if we need that. I think we need more capacity. I think we need more beds. Right.
But we're not getting any more beds. The beds is what it is. So we need to move on, right?
Well, see, and that's
we're
the
not
thing.
getting any more beds. We get our max. We have 100.
But the worst part is that that's sad, because that's where we need the resources. We don't need the resources in the car. We need the resources. And if you're gonna open up the country, then make sure that when you open it up, that people have somewhere to go if they get sick. They don't need to be policed. You don't need authoritarian states now. We need to be able, if you're saying that once I get the vaccine, I'm able to move around the country, it's no guarantee that I can't contract it or get sick again, right? And that's 14 days after I get the AstraZeneca vaccine, it's an 8 to 10 week wait before the second shot. This ain't no 21 days. You're talking about 2 months, right? 2.5 months of waiting for the second shot. So we're talking months from now before people can even get their second shot. And, what is this? The liberties that are already being experienced by tourists today when they come on island. I think it's going to be a lot there. I think you put your money into more health facilities. That's what the doctors and nurses are crying for. Give them more health facilities. And for the record, the question is that for the 12 beds that are at South Beach, I was told that only half were available because of an AC issue. So have they resolved the AC issue? But we got a caller. Let's give this gentleman his foot massage. Foot massage is what you call it? His detox. Caller, you're on the hit back. Welcome.
Hello.
How are you? Thanks for holding.
Oh, hey, Miss Blaster, I'm doing all right. Man, I got a call from my wife saying I have to call the show, and I was listening in just now about, yes, all of the things that are happening with COVID, and it's crazy out there. But she was saying something that you was asking for someone to sing something.
Man, listen, you gotta sing. I have something for you. Your wife is a smart woman, and mind you, she called you out. Your wife called you out because I asked for a brother with hard heel, and she tell you call.
Yeah, she called me out.
she put you on blast, my boy. So
I
want you to get this. This is a detox, a charcoal detox pedicure from Baja Retreat for you. I just need you to sing one song to your lovely wife, and it's all yours.
All right. Well, we Christian, so I have to go with what we normally sing. I sing a song that my father always sang to the children, and we just had a baby. Our baby little girl has just turned 1.
Oh,
so,
congratulations.
Thank you. His song was "'Tis So Sweet." So.
All right, I mean, it ain't that romantic, but let's go with it.
Yeah. So. 'Tis so sweet to trust in Jesus, just to take him at his word, just to rest upon his promise, just to know thus said the Lord. Jesus, Jesus, how I trust him, how I prove him more and more. Jesus, Jesus, precious Jesus. Oh, grace to trust in the Lord.
Hallelujah!
Amen.
Brother, you can show off, eh? Brother can show off, eh? Say he'll sing a little song. You think he was by, what do you call that, Barry Manilow? What's the name of that Elder Baj? You sound like Elder Baj. I see you.
Yeah, we're both on the praise team, so yeah, that's what we do.
Well, your wife just made sure that she showed you off to the whole of New Providence, and plus your feet gonna be supple, my brother. You just won yourself. Congratulations, you deserve it. I wish I could give you twice as much, but your feet are going to be charcoaly beautiful with Baja Retreat. So don't hang up. What's your name?
Back for it, Mario.
Mario, man, listen, your wife, please tell her I said hello. She is the best wife ever. She's the best wife ever.
Awesome.
Don't hang up. Let my producer get your name and number, and I will make sure to get to you so you can get your charcoal detox pedicure. Woo! Congratulations. CA, you hear the brother singing. Why you don't sing the Kenra like that? Why don't you sing to your wife?
I can barely talk but sing. I mean, I was impressed with his voice. I was moved again. So I don't know what to say, but it did sound good. I felt church. I felt church.
I could go to his church. That church is lit.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, congratulations, man. I swear we got Leticia. Is it Leticia? And we got Miss Russell. And then we got Mario. We got one more to give away. I'm feeling good.
More? What else you have to give away?
I got one more wonderful. Hold on. Let me make sure I look at it good. We're gonna Eminence Organic Signature Facial. That sounds deep. That sounds deep. I want that. Too bad I can't get that. That sounds legit. Eminence Organic Facial. I think that this is going to be fantastic. That's on the other side of the break. When we come back, you're listening to the Hit Back with Nahaja Black. We've got 4 gift certificates. We've given away a Swedish massage, bamboo fusion massage, and and the charcoal detox pedicure. On the other side of the break, we want to give away an Eminence Organic Signature Facial from Baja Retreat. It's Spa Week, y'all. You're listening to the Hit Back with Nahaja Black right here on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM.
Hey! Got to pay back. Revenge. I'm mad.
Hello, sir. Your credit card bill is due. Hello, sir. It's time for your monthly loan payment. Tired of creditors pounding at your door? Sign up for a debt consolidation loan from Fidelity Bank and consolidate your debt into one low monthly payment. What's more, you will also earn interest on a built-in savings account. The pandemic has curbed many freedoms, but at Fidelity, our focus is to help regain your financial freedom. Visit a branch or speak to a Fidelity Bank at 356-7764. COVID safety measures in place at all branches. Fidelity, we're good for you.
Gran, it was good to see you, but we've got to get home.
Yep, we've got to let the dog out.
Speaking of dogs, you won't believe who I saw the other day.
Who?
Honey.
Remember Anton, Jeanette's oldest boy? The one with the dogs.
With local claims managers, we pay your motor claims fast. We're like a goodbye at your granny's that doesn't take 30 minutes.
We
really got to get going.
So soon?
CG Atlantic Agents. Insurance, health, pensions, life. Good like that. Nassau Insurance Brokers and Agents Limited, trading as CG Atlantic Agents.
It's Spa Week, we got what you need. Sit back, relax, and come in for a treat.
It's Spa Week at Baja Retreat. Come see your favorite massage therapist for a well-deserved treat. We'll help you unwind and release the stress of that busy work week. Call or WhatsApp us today to make your appointment. So join us April 19th to the 24th for Spa Week at Baja Retreat.
Go the extra mile at Baja Retreat.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Hey! Got to pay back. Revenge.
And we're back. You're listening to the Hit Back with Nahaja Black. My good friend C.A. Nuri is joining me. And now joining me for this wonderful woman. She always is available for me. And she is here to give me a wonderfully poignant, 5 to 10 minutes on her thoughts with these new protocols. Dr. Susan Williams Lockhart. Doc, how are you?
I'm not hearing just now.
Okay, can you hear me, Doc?
Hi. Are you hearing me, Miss Black?
I can hear you.
Okay, now, I'm not sure. Just now, I'm not hearing you. Just let me get my auto guy to come in.
Okay.
Good day. So good to see you.
It's so good to see you as well. We got C.A. Nuri. Let's wait for her to get sorted out there whilst we get her sorted out. All right, C.A. So whilst we wait for Doc, and Doc, give me a thumbs up when you're ready so that we can move forward. So one of the things, and the reason why I like to have Dr. Williams Lockhart on CA is because she's always straight. She's a candid woman. She's a sharpshooter. She doesn't mince words. And the words of the great Cindy Patrice Daxon, one of the country's greatest, the most iconic lexicons, the most iconic persons in the country with how do you say the grammar? Give me a word with when people are proficient with grammar. Give me the word. Give me the words here.
You by yourself. I have no idea. No clue what you're talking.
You were the one who said Cindy Patrice Daxton was iconic in that she has changed the vocabulary.
She's the free linguist.
You said that. They were your words.
Linguist.
You said Cindy was special.
I think you said so. You don't pay attention to me. So pay attention to me now.
Let's see. Okay. We also have some things to make note of, right? Before we bring on Doc. And actually, let me do this now before we move forward. We are giving away, it's Spa Retreat. It's Spa Week at Baja Retreat, y'all. And they're coming to the end of Spa Week, but we still have some more things to give away for Spa Week. One more item. And we have to decide who we want to give this to, CA. We need to decide who would be the best candidate for this, or what question we should pose to give, which I think, okay, so this is what we're giving away now. Let me make sure I see it. What we're giving away is the Eminence Organic Signature Facial. Now, from what I heard about this Eminence Organic Signature Facial, CA, it is supposed to make us look younger and cleaner and all of that good stuff. I want anything that's going to make me look younger. I'm in. Yeah? I'm in. So what should be the criteria by which someone should get this?
Let's give it to someone who is over 50 years old.
Over 50, I like that. Well, they gotta have ID. How are you supposed to know? You gotta have ID, right?
To claim it, you need to bring ID. You need to bring ID. If you're not 50, you cannot claim it. 50, you know what that is.
For the what? I don't want to be ageist. You want to be ageist? I don't think you want to be ageist, man.
If the Prime Minister saying that you could get property and it'll be 18 and 40, big could be ageist. You got to be 50 and over. You just fall in suit.
You're so right. You're right on that. Okay, fine. All right. 50 and over, this is for you. I want you to tell us, give us one of your best renditions of your favorite song. We can do this. This is Friday. Sing songs. This is Sing Song Friday. But you got to be over 50 and over to win this Eminence Organic Facial. All right? Now we have I see we have Dr. Lockhart. Dr. Lockhart, can you hear me? Nod if you can. Excellent. So let's bring her on. Dr. Susan Williams Lockhart, Doc, how are you?
I'm doing well this afternoon. It's a beautiful day today. Lovely.
Listen, always a good day when you're on the show, I got to tell you. All right, Doc. We are in the middle of the third wave. We've seen the numbers. It's very concerning. I wanted to get your thoughts on the recent relaxing of restrictions.
Something. One of the things that happens is that policy and medicine and healthcare sometimes intersect. And sometimes the intersection is a happy one, sometimes the intersection is a not so happy one sometimes. And I think what's happening here is that everyone is trying to find a way to be safe, but at the same time, the short-term consequences of this could potentially be life-damaging and life-threatening. The long-term consequences can potentially be economic damaging and economic threatening, which in turn will then sink back to what happens to people and their livelihood. This is what I honestly believe. So where we are is this, the people who work on the ground have been saying to the authorities, we are not surprised. We were saying since February, something has changed, something is different. I note with interest Mr. Wells' statement, the minister's statement, that we now have all three variants here. But those of us who work on the ground were saying, we've been seeing that from February, before. And all the people were saying that's not the case, right? Mm-hmm. So what I'm saying is that we are where we thought we were going to be. As the people say in the Trinidad, they have a saying, you reach where you're going. Because if you start on Blue Hill Road and head south, you can end up in South Beach, won't you? Yep. Right? Yep. You won't end up in Paradise Island. And you can't be surprised when you end up in South Beach. So I think we are where we were heading to. Now, having said that, many of the countries, including the U.S. itself, in some states, for instance, Michigan, is a particular one, their rates of COVID make ours look like a joke, right? But having said that, we are a small island nation with limited resources, right? From the good minister's talk, we have 100 beds, nursing care and medical cover at times is stretched thin, and we are where we are. So what I think it has to start back with again is people have to take personal responsibility for themselves. And I say this, and I'm not saying that the competent authorities don't have a responsibility at the end of the day. But if your Grammy end up in hospital, right, that's your Grammy. Okay, if you end up having to go to the COVID center, it's going to be you. So therefore, it behooves people to really and truly take it very seriously right now. I think people got a bit relaxed. I think people got a bit fatigued. We stopped wearing the mask. We stopped social distancing. We stopped doing the things we knew that got us to a good position. And so what it is we have to start that back again. And it's a tiring thing. It's dreary. It's wearisome. But we don't really have a choice if we want to get up and out of this. That's my take on it. We got to go back to the unsexy, the analog, the good old faithful. Okay, because other than that, we ended up in hospital. We ended up in a situation where we're going to have many more restrictions imposed upon us. This is the thing,
Dr. Susan Williams-Lockhart joining us here. Been a very strong, noted, respected voice during this pandemic in the country. Dr. Lockhart, let me ask you this question. Give us again the steps or the tips that you would give to help folks to combat, or if we feel ill, what sort of things would you suggest to us?
So first of all, we are in the tailing off end, but we're still in a situation where there's going to be a flu season. So every flu is not corona, every cough is not COVID. That's the first thing. So the first basic thing is prevention. And prevention means that first of all, you have to have a strong front, a strong immune system. So what are those things that are going to provide you with a strong immune system? If you have chronic diseases, hypertension, diabetes, cholesterol, make sure you're taking your medications, make sure that those things are under control, all right? For those of us that are fortunate enough not to have them, then you have to exercise half an hour, preferably in the sunshine. Talk to your doctor before you start that, okay? You have to eat mostly a good whole food diet, right, with a limit on packages and tins. And we really have to start back looking at the backyard farming, the farmers markets. If you grow bananas and I grow avocados, let's swap. So we each have 2 vegetables instead of 1. All right, fruits and vegetables. Number 3, we have to sleep at least half an, get 6 to 8 hours sleep, come off the television, come off the social media. Sleep, that helps boost our immune system. If we have any deficiencies in our nutrition, we have to supplement vitamins. My thing is, you're talking about vitamins and vaccines both boost your immune system. I know which one I would rather have as a first line option. Okay. You have to drink water, right? Keep yourself well hydrated. You have to have a plan for your finances so that you will not have yourself in a lot of stress. You have to have a very good plan of action with family and friends, and your faith is important too. These are all aspects that you need to do to keep yourself safe. You have to wear your mask, you have to socially distance, and you have to sanitize your hands with alcohol. We have gotten a little lax about that, I think, but those are some basic things. We have to go back to those basic principles, those ground root principles, that common sense. We need to get PhDs in common sense, right? And use this knowledge and do that we have to do that once again, I think.
Last thing, someone asked, the last time you were on the show, Doc, you mentioned putting something in a spray bottle, like salt water or something, and spraying back.
That's very simple, and I can send you the link. There's a University of Edinburgh did a study where they said that they cut salt water, hypertonic salt water. So think 8-ounce bottle of water, aquapure water, clean water. Or I guess you could use seawater, because only if you get a clean part of the sea, right? You put a teaspoonful or 2 teaspoonfuls of salt saline in that, and have a spray bottle, and at the back of your nose, either side, and then up in the back of your mouth. What you're doing is essentially immersing your mucous membranes with salt water. When that gets into contact, that salt water gets into contact with the lining of the cells at the back of the throat and the back of the nose, you produce something like a bleach or like hydrogen peroxide, which kills anything on contact. It does. Because the situation is this, and I heard people making some statements about the efficacy of the vaccines 100%. No, the vaccine stops you from getting serious COVID once you're in the system of the body. It does not stop the entrance of it. The entrance point of COVID is through your mouth, your eyes, and your nose. You have mucous membranes, wet membranes at the back of them, and that's how COVID gets in. So if you put salt water, some people use hot steam, you put salt water in that area, you will find that it's not going to be able to get in. And as a result of that, that's a very simple preventative measure.
Wow.
That's academically backed. I'll send you the link. The University of Edinburgh did a study using that. And we have salt water, so that's the equivalent of going in the sea and dunking your head twice under the water. That's what your grandma told you when you got sick.
Yep.
And you had a cold. Go in the sea and take a bath. Put your head under and inhale the salt water so it'll get up in your sinuses and other places as that. That's all we're doing.
Pretty much
Yeah, and we have to use common sense and we have to trust ourselves. It's a scary time. And people are telling us all sorts of things. We have to do this, we must get that. This is what is going to happen to us. I think if we went back to the foundation of what good health is, and I will keep on saying that, people tell me, that that's not scientific. It is. The science is proven, the science is so true. And there are studies everywhere that show that, even the power of prayer. There are studies that show that when you pray, it helps boost your immune system. And these are studies done by high-powered academic centers as well that suggest that. So my thing is, use what you know. Don't let anybody frighten you. Make decisions that consider everything that is on the table. Consider the vaccine. Consider what medication there is. Consider what options you have, right? Consider your vitamins and your food. And I would say then just make a decision, an informed, educated decision as to what you will do for yourself and your family. And I'm not coming off of that. I've heard calls, people are saying, well, the medical people should tell people do this or do that. I'm not in the habit of forcing people. I give people advice and I say, this is what I would do. Given my knowledge of medicine and given my knowledge of your condition, this is what I suggest. Now you make the decision and I'm going to support you whichever way I can support you in that decision. But it's not up to me to mandate or to force anybody to do anything. This is not that. When people did that, the last time a man did that, it was in a place called the concentration camp, and he was called Mengele, and that was not a good thing. So I don't think that that's our mandate. Our mandate is to support our civil authorities as much as we can, understanding. And again, I say to people, we need to maybe give each other a little bit of breathing room, because this is not just here in the Bahamas. Nobody asks for this. We are all surprised at this, and we are trying our best to cope. We are not the only people having this. But at the same time, we have to respect other people and respect people's rights to choose, and don't drag people. If I decide I'm going to do something, okay, I'll do it. If you decide you're going to do something else, okay, you do that. Let's still live in peace and harmony, Yeah. So that's the thing. That's what I say, as always.
Listen, I appreciate you. You are, just a gem for us on the Hit Back, and I appreciate you for being available. Just to quickly get your thoughts and just to remind us again of things that we can do to stay safe. Dr. Susan Williams Lockhart, thank you so much, Doc.
Ma'am, thank you for having me. And you take care now. We'll talk later. Bye-bye.
Yes, ma'am. Take care. Well, CA, always a pleasure to have Dr. Lockhart on. She's just, she keeps it easy, simple, and real for me.
Yeah. She keeps it real. I love hearing her accent, actually. I can listen to that all day.
You would, I knew you would say that. You would say that. But going on the beach, I'm totally there. And I think, I could really use a nice dunk on the beach right now as well. So great advice, I think. Very good, sage advice. And I like the fact that, hey, listen, you don't drag people from making the decisions that they want to make. A lot of people have some challenges with these decisions that they want to make. All right. Before we move on, or before we go, because I have to give away this last thing for Baja Retreat, this facial, right, CA? Have we determined that we're giving away this facial to persons 50 and over?
50 and over.
Okay. All right, so we're discriminating. We've decided that we're going to discriminate ages with the ages, right? And since we're discriminating on age, we should have something else then. So it just can't be that you're 50 and over, but you should be 50 and over. And because you are 50 and over, and are we saying that because people 50 and over, they need a facial more than the person who's 30? Some people 32 could use a facial. I'm just saying, some people could use a facial at 32. I ain't saying who. But I figure there's some people who 29, they could use a little touch-up. I'm just saying. So we need to, if you're 50 and over, come on now, CA, give me an idea. You muted, you ain't helping. You muted. Yeah. Unmute yourself. You're talking to yourself.
Oh. I'm talking to myself again. The 50-year-olds grow up with a Royal Reader. They should be able to. I was on mute. They should be able to recite one of those Royal Readers type poetry. I like that. That'll be different.
Okay, I don't know what Royal Reader is.
I know. You wasn't born yet.
So how would I know?
Different generation.
You'll know if it's right.
Well, I wasn't born yet either, but I mean, I can appreciate it.
What are we doing now?
Listen to someone. You would know a Royal Reader when you hear it. And we're looking for someone who can recite a Royal Reader poetry from the book. Whatever that recitation, that's what you call it. A recitation. I want to hear a recitation.
Sounds like we're really going to be keeping this giveaway. We have
Oh man. No.
Okay, the numbers are 323. All right, let me mute you because you got feedback there. 323-6232, 325-4316, or 325-4529. That's 323-6232, 325-4316, or 325-4529. Cecil says that if you're over 50 and Royal Readers has number for the book. The Royal Reader has this. I don't know what Royal Cecil is. This is Cecil's idea. Cecil's idea is for someone to win a massage. Not a massage, sorry, a facial. This Eminence facial, right? Let me make sure I have the name right. I keep forgetting the name. This Eminence Organic Signature Facial. Eminence Organic. This sounds fancy already. An Eminence Organic Signature Facial by Bahar Retreat as they celebrate Spa Week. And don't forget, this is a week where you get 50% off. 50% off of almost everything here. If not 50% off, $50. Things are being slashed. This is Spa Week. It's an international week that is celebrated across the world. We didn't do it last year because of COVID, but this year, Bahar Retreat, because of demand and, of course, being able to perfectly set up the perimeters and the parameters by which you can get a safe experience, has decided to do Spa Week this week. Don't forget, call and book. You can get an Eminence facial though. Cecil's suggestion is Royal Readers. I don't hear nobody calling. Ain't nobody calling Cecil because I think nobody know nothing about no Royal Readers. So if you are over 50 and you can sing us at least two. My favorite. What is it? It's not always. It's As. The song As by Stevie Wonder. You gotta give me at least 4 lines of the Stevie Wonder song As. If you're over 50, you get yourself a facial. And we only got like 60 seconds. So give us a call. Get this facial today. You gotta sing that song. 323-6232. You want, what are you saying, Cece? You got a song you can sing? You want to sing it, or we got a caller on the line? Let's go.
I'm hoping that we have a caller. Oh, we do? Oh,
Caller, you're on the show.
Hello.
Hi, you're on the air.
Hello.
You're on the air.
Hello.
Hi, you're on the air. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Hello.
Okay, let's see if we can get.
My name is Elsie Mae Williams. Yes, my name is Elsie Mae Williams, and I would like to recite one of the poems.
Okay.
By Nebo's Lonely Mountain, on this side of Jordan waves, in the land of Moab, there lies a lonely grave, and no man knows its sepulchre, no man saw it ere, but the angel of God obtained the son and laid the dead man there. That was the grandest funeral that ever passed on earth. Nobody heard the trembling nor saw the train go forth, noiselessly as the daylight comes back where night is done. And on the ocean, God gave his only son, or something like that, at the end.
Listen, congratulations. My producer wants to know what Roman number was that? What Roman numeral was that?
I can't remember the number, but I always remember that poem.
You are fantastic. What's the name of the poem again?
That's by Nebo's Lonely Mountain. That's about the grave in the land of Moab. There lies a lonely grave.
Well, what's your name, my dear? Before we go, what's your name? Because you won.
Elsie
Congratulations.
Mae Williams.
Miss Williams, congratulations. Don't hang up. My producer will get that number from you. Congratulations. You got yourself a facial. Well, look at that, Cecil. That wasn't half bad. You did it.
See? I'm telling you, those royal readers, those recitations, my stepfather used to sit up all the time and just listen and say, okay, I'm glad I wasn't born then. So I love it. I just love it. You need to have a show just on royal readers, by the way.
You're right, because I don't know anything about royal readers, so we got to get that done. My boy, thank you so much for today.
Yeah, man, it was a pleasure. Thanks very much.
All right, man. Take care of yourself. You're listening to The Hit Back with Nahaja Black. Everyone have a great day. We'll see you on Monday. Be safe out there. Take care. We're out.